Hello, welcome back to the vlog. You'd think I'm just waking up, but it's actually like 1:30. Oh god, I made the mistake of eating lunch before recording, and I just do you know what it was? I was kind of writing the episode and like the outline and stuff, but I couldn't concentrate. Like my fucking brain was going all over the place, so I was like, okay, I think I need to eat something. So I got this like soup and a sandwich because I was just like lazy. I didn't want to cook anything. Ate the sandwich, tuna sandwich, if you must know. Like literally I'm talking like super value sandwich, you know what I mean? Not even from the deli, like from the fridge. Soup was rotten, and the sandwich, and now I'm bollocksed. I'm so tired. Oh, there's no coffee, so I have to go buy a coffee because I have to record this episode now. I have a really busy week this week. I obviously have to get oh, Elle's coming in. She fucking hears me lying on this bed, I swear to God. Busy week this week because I have to get 3 podcasts, well, 2 recorded, 3 edited, 1 posted, the rest scheduled, all done pretty much. Like ideally by Thursday. Then Evan and I fly to Cancun on Saturday early. So Friday will be my day just to get everything sorted before we fly off. Still haven't sorted anyone to mind Elle, but we will figure it out, don't worry. We would never leave her with the free gaff on her own. Yeah, so what I'm going to do this week is, I'm not sure how much actual vlogging and out and about I'm going to get because I am so busy, but I did put up a question box on Instagram, so I'm going to like answer them peppered throughout the video in like different locations, because I'm not mad on like a sit down Q&A video. I find them a little boring, but I'll try and like spice it up and do it a bit differently. I need to go buy a cup of coffee now though and record. Oh, I put some tan on. I think the exposure is on a little high on my camera because otherwise you can't see me, but the tan has made me feel so much better. Anyway, since I'm waiting for my tan to dry, I thought I'd answer some questions. As I said, I'm just going to pepper them throughout the video. I hope that's okay. I'm just not a big fan of like endless Q&As or someone's just like sat down. Anyway, let me grab my phone. Okay, let's start easy. Let's start nice and light. Question number 1 is, you've said it before, sorry for asking again, but where do you get your brows done? I'm obsessed with them. Thank you so much. My friend Christina does my brows. I'll leave her tag here. It's in another video as well. It's in my first video I talk about it, but her name is Christina Duffy Brows on Instagram. She's on South William Street. She's amazing. She has done my brows, I'm gonna say, since 2015. We've been on many brow journeys. Like sometimes she'll send me a picture of my brows and she's like, remember your brows look like this? I'm like, what the fuck? But she's amazing. An absolute pro, busy as fuck, so good luck getting an appointment with her. I can barely even get an appointment with her. No fault for her though. I'm so delighted she's doing so well. Yeah, Christina is the brow queen. Question 2, do you feel pressured to buy a house or are you happy renting? So Evan is mad about buying a gaff, absolutely mad about buying a house. I totally get it though, like I get it. You know, I'm kind of grand renting just because I only moved in here with Ev, like it'll be 2 years this January, January coming, and it was my first like my apartment, you know, that way. Like I've lived out of the home before, like abroad, but like I knew it wasn't permanent, but this is like my first like home where like I've been able to decorate and like bring my own stuff in and kind of learn how I like to furnish a house. So I would be fine to rent for another like 2 years, but I'm like, Ed's also 5 years older than me. A lot of his friends have bought houses and it does make sense to try buy, but it's just a really unstable market. So I think we've been saving, we're gonna try go for mortgage approval I think in January and just see how it goes and kind of reassess, you know, take it as it comes. We just want to see if we can get approved first, because obviously like we're both freelance, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. I would love to buy a house, but I do want to live in Dublin, but it's a question for another day. Question 3, things you've learned from making podcasts and YouTube. So obviously I've been making podcasts for like 4.5 years. So I think I can definitely speak on like what I've learned. Like what I've learned is consistency is like numero uno. Like if you want to have a podcast, like, you know, figure out first of all, like, what's your niche? Like, don't just because you see like one podcast out there that's like, you know, two friends talking about the housing market, like, just because you like that, like, don't replicate exactly what they're doing. Like, you know, think of your interests, what you like to talk about. Do you want to co-host? Co-hosting is definitely easier. But then again, when you're co-hosting, you've more kind of like logistical stuff to figure out, like who's going to do what. When can you record? Like, one thing that's probably easier if you're doing it by yourself is like, if you have a full-time job, you can probably just record when you come home. But like, if you're waiting on someone else, you have to kind of like, you know, figure out their schedule as well. So like, be consistent. Like, you know, if you want to do it weekly. That's obviously a big thing to commit to. You wouldn't think, but it is. Maybe like, if you can't do it weekly, do it bi-weekly, or you could do it seasonally, like do 6 at a time, take a month off, 6 at a time, something like that. And like, in a more kind of philosophical way from podcasting, I've learned that like, what you say does matter, even if you are, even if you're being like, even if you don't like hold yourself to like a high regard, like journalists. I'm not saying I'm a journalist or anything like that, but like, you're still like putting out ideas into the media, and like, you do have accountability to that. And while you can say some things and fuck up and apologize, just make sure that what you're apologizing for, like, you mean it, and what you say, you stand by. Like, one of the biggest lessons I learned is like, don't talk about something just because it's like a hot topic or it's a trending topic, because you feel like it might like do well, or even like, you know, piss some people off, and you might get a lot of traction on it. Like, if you talk about something, be prepared to back it up, and be prepared to argue your point, because the worst thing ever is if you get in shit for arguing something that you don't care about, because then you end up having to defend something you don't care about. And that is how cancellations happen, I do think. As far as YouTube, I'm so new, but I think it's kind of similar. It's like consistency, be yourself, and you definitely don't need like fancy equipment like your phone. I vlog on my phone a lot of the time. This is obviously on my camera, but like, you can like, we all have really good cameras on our phones nowadays, and you can 100% vlog on this thing, or make YouTubes on it. Like, it's really high quality. Hello, so I'm back just there. I went for such a nice long walk with my friend Jack. And he and I like don't get to see each other a lot, but we're really close. He's one of my best friends, and I just usually like to catch up with him when I see him, you know, proper one-on-one time. So I thought I'd pop on and answer a few more questions, because I got caught short last time with my battery dying. So let's get into it. So someone asked me, what are your favorite YouTube channels? And someone else asked me for like vlog or other like YouTubers to recommend that are, someone said similar to mine. Now, I think Tar Mars is like the goat of Irish podcasting. That's me. Of Irish vlogging. She's amazing. She obviously vlogs in New York, but she's really great. I love her videos. They're so well edited. I also love Katya, who is an internet friend of mine. I was watching her vlogs the other day with her boyfriend Dara, and like, her and Dara, I know them personally, and they're just both such lovely people, but she has like really nice and chill vlogs as well. I am, and I'm gonna say it, not that there's something wrong with it, but I am a Moncrief supremacist, okay? Say nothing. I don't know what they think of me, nor does it matter. I fucking butt chug their content. I think Keelan makes amazing vlogs. I love her style. I think it's like so individual. I actually love Saoirse's videos too. They really remind me of myself when I was younger, and like what they're going through and how they're going through it. And I just find it really admirable that they like put it out there online, and in such a like, in such an authentic way. And I've always kind of felt like that with Keelan. Like, is this weird that I'm talking about her like this? But like, I've always kind of been like, she really reminds me of me when I was younger. And that's not to be like, and now I'm so much better. Not at all. Like, it's like not my inner child, but my inner like young woman. That's it. So I really enjoy, it's like watching, it's kind of like gives me nostalgia almost. It kind of gives me this nostalgic feeling of being like in my early 20s, and I love seeing like women in their early 20s just thriving and living life and moving to London and doing whatever the fuck they want. It's great. Someone asked me, how do you feel about yourself lately, because you look amazing and you look really happy? And somebody else asked me, asking for myself, where did the surge of confidence come after that ... setback? At the moment, how I feel about myself is I feel much better about myself, as I have honestly all year. My mental health was at like an all-time low, I'm gonna say, from this time last year up until probably May this year. I think I didn't even realize how bad it had gotten, and I didn't really realize how much I was struggling and how like much my self-loathing was kind of taking over my inner dialogue, and how I put so much pressure on myself, and I was putting so much pressure on like maintaining like an appearance of thriving and maintaining an appearance of like everything being great, where I also was like so afraid to confront certain areas of my life, and I was so afraid to admit truths to myself that I probably knew all along. Like because of that, like external and internal factors of my mental health suffering so much, like it just like took my depression to an all-time low. So where I'm at now, like starting therapy has helped me so much. Also kind of being like thrown into the deep end of like starting, like just having to start over. Like, you know, I have always kind of been someone who, I always like being thrown into the deep end, like with jobs and stuff. I like to just get in there. Like I don't like to be like trained for months, because it gives me more anxiety, to be honest. I prefer to just be like, okay, give me the worst and I'll figure out the rest later. Do you know what I mean? So having to do that on such a public scale has, I think, helped me, because it's made me just be like, I can do it. And there's been a lot of like justification for me, just for myself and my own kind of inner monologue on how I used to speak to myself. I used to, you know, really think that none of my success was to do with my talent or to do with my work ethic, and that it was kind of by chance, and that like I wasn't the main attraction, or that I was my worth was only found in someone else, or found in like found due to someone else's like larger success than me. So having like that justification that like I can do it by myself, and I have done it by myself on only my own platform, all of those things have just really helped me so much. A lot of people are asking, how are you finding creating content, podcasts, etc. on your own? It must be a big change. And also, do you prefer running a business solo? So obviously, you know, I'm going to crack open a beer. Yes, it's a Monday, but like, did you ever get like the week before your holidays, you kind of feel like you're on holidays? I like, on that point that I said that like I put a lot of my self-worth and a lot of my identity, I found I was placing it in other people, and I was also placing it in a business that I felt wasn't business whose success I felt, and I don't feel this now, but I felt then, due to my like low mental health, I felt that it was not due to any like, my hard work was like not why it was successful. And like that's definitely a thing on me. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, how you think about yourself and how you think about your success is more of a reflection on you than anyone else. That wasn't a fart, that was my cat. Now that I'm doing that by myself, it's kind of made me face the reality that like people do want to listen to me for me, and people do want, you know, the content that I am making, because there's no one else in my business, right? There's no one else like telling me, like Evan helps me, he's like, you should do an episode on this, but like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm the writer, I'm the producer, I'm the person recording the podcast, I'm editing it, I'm uploading it, I'm doing all of those things. On one hand, obviously, if that fails, that goes on me, but if it succeeds, which it has been doing, fucking touch wood, I also have no choice now but to accept that as a success, and that has been really helpful for my mental health and my own self-worth, because I'm the type of person who can put a lot of my self-worth in my work, which isn't healthy. I try to not do it, but I've always done so. Or not even just in my work, but in my success, right? Or my perceived success. In more of a career-based thing, not so much in relationships. So it's been really like justifying for me, because where I would have a lot of insecurities before of like saying that like maybe like I was an add-on to someone else and like people only tuned in for the other person and not for me, or like I would always get a lot of like people would say that I'm boring, or people would say, I would hear like, and people would be saying this on maybe like tattle or gossip websites, which are fine, like they exist, don't get me wrong, but like those little comments would really like just be like little jabs at me that really, along with a lot of other factors, would like bring down my confidence and bring down my self-worth. So now running this by myself, I have no option but to kind of face the fact that like I do have something to offer, and I do have and I enjoy offering it, and I enjoy creating it. And what I've created now is just all on me. So running a solo business, that's what's really good about it. It's like, and it can be what's bad about it as well, but like it's all on me. It's like my work, my output, my input as well, and my little community, so to speak. The confidence from the setback was basically, as I think I said it in a vlog or a podcast, I can't really remember, but like I had no money, like so like nothing's gonna get you back to work than like literally not having any money. Like I had savings, which are obviously, as I spoke before, like Evan and I are trying to save for a house, and like you can't eat into them, you know, that way. So like I had money in the bank, but like I didn't want to be like eating away. Like I had nothing coming in, so I had to make my own money. So I was kind of, again, not forced, the word forced, but like I was almost giving myself an ultimatum, right? Where like it was either like shit or get off the pot, as my dad says. It's like you either go for it and try, or just go get a job. But I had to make a decision, and so it wasn't necessarily confidence, it was necessity, but having to do so out of necessity built my confidence.
Yes, they are homemade flatbreads. So easy to make, by the way. I'll leave the link to them below. Guys, look at that. Tell me you wouldn't fucking wife me up. I made homemade chicken shawarma. Here's all my chicken. That's a Donald Skian recipe. Made my own pickles. Yes, I did. So easy to do. Well, I bought that. That's pickled red cabbage. We've got some tomato on there. Tahini yogurt. Stunning. And then I made a few chippies, didn't I? A few little wedges on the side. Kebab and a few chippies. Like, that is fucking stunning. Now, I am eating it alone because Evan is working a long old day today, but he'll be at home from... Guys, honestly, learn how to cook. People get so impressed because no one cooks anymore, and you get to eat delicious food. So, fucking rock on.
He's such a fucking cool old guy. He's like so fit, like in a healthy way, you know? He wants surf or something. I see the details, but this...
Morning. I just went into Boots to find like nipple covers or like tit tape. And I was too afraid to ask them. Like, how do you ask, like, hey, do you have nipple covers? Do you guys have nipple covers? Like, no. I think I have some at home, I'm not too sure. I'm going to a wedding today with Evan, and I'm only taking this footage so I can prove that I left my house this week. I did, but not a lot. Haven't let Malahide yet, but I think we're going to like Slane today. Yeah, so I have to get ready, but I'm going to answer some more of your questions while I make some coffee.
Oh, I just realised it's such a nice day for these people's wedding. Oh, I'm so happy for them. I actually don't know the people whose wedding I'm going to today. They're like Evan's friend from like home and his wife. Okay, do you know what's so stupid? Like, if I don't have coffee, like I'll go to Insomnia like 4 times a week, which is like across the road from my house, and buy coffees, which are €4 each, and a whole bag is $3.30. It's like so stupid. I'm gonna also have some watermelon. I feel like I need to get all the electrolytes and hydration into me.
before I start like drinking. God. I love how at the start of this video I was like, I'm gonna try and like do a different kind of Q&A, and it's literally just like a Q&A spread over like 3 or 4 days. Don't worry though, like next week's content, like it's gonna be so good. Like I'm gonna be in Mexico, so like, you know, this week's content is maybe a bit more chill, but like, do you know what I mean? Like next week we'll make up for it. Oh my god, look at this. 8 years ago, me and Yulia in New York. Look how pale my face is. The fuck? Aww. 2013. I can't even believe I was on Instagram that long. Oh, let's do a wedding themed one. I got loads of wedding questions. I think people are gonna be really like disappointed. Like we don't have a wedding booked, like we've nothing planned. I'm sorry guys. Like between COVID and like trying to buy a house, like it's just like, I mean, it's my priority if I'm honest. Like Evan's more level-headed than I am. So instead, are you thinking small or big wedding? Small wedding. I would like 60 people max would be my number. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be hard for me. Although I have a huge family, so who knows. Wedding themes or vibe. I don't know. Like I think we want to go away. I don't want to have it in Ireland. We want to like be away somewhere. I'd like to just do it like in like a nice kind of outdoor restaurant kind of setting, like without I don't really need a ceremony, like maybe something quick and then just like a party. That's all I want. Any type of wedding dress you'll go for. I don't know, I'm always not always thinking about this, but when I do think about it, like I'm really not into wedding dresses. Like actually I hate them. Like I actually hate them. And like I don't want to just wear like a white wedding dress just because that's what you do, you know what I mean? But like I also like don't want to wear like, I don't want to be like, what's your one from that show? What was that real estate show on Netflix? And that girl wore like a black dress and it was like a gothic wedding. Like I don't want to be that. That's so cringe as well. So I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Like I mean I cause it's like I want a summer wedding, like not summer hot, but like maybe like September or something. I want it to be warm. We want to be in a different country, so I'll probably wear like a light dress, but like I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I see a lot of people doing like short dresses, but I just don't think I want to do that. I don't know what type of wedding dress I want. Like, do you know what's so annoying? I'm gonna tell you about my insecurity now. I can see now another bit of filler here that I need to get dissolved. Oh, I'll have to do that when I come home. I really wanted to get them evened out when I came home, but like, look at that. It's like no fault from Emma. It's just like she even said, she was like, when we like dissolve some, you're gonna notice like we didn't get everywhere because you have to be really careful with dissolving filler, she said. I also feel like I wear such dark clothes and it just doesn't look good on camera. I feel so bad about myself today. Like honestly, like I don't look good. I don't look tanned. Like I'm just looking at myself in the viewfinder. I should just not have the viewfinder on, but I have to because I have to see if I'm in the shot. And I know you're not supposed to like talk bad about yourself, but like I'm addicted and I can't stop, and I probably will never stop. What age did you start Botox? What age do you think is the best to start Botox? And do you wish you started Botox earlier? Okay, shade detected. No, okay. Doctors have told me that you but like if you want to start Botox, 27 is a good age to start because that's when your body stops producing collagen. You definitely don't need to start Botox any earlier than that. Do I wish I started earlier? No, I think I started at the right time. I actually think I need more. I want more of a brow lift, but like Botox is great if you need it, but like not everyone who gets it needs it. What breed is Elle? Where is she? Elle! Hi! Elle, everyone wants to know what breed you are. You're so cute. Oh my god. Like sometimes I look, like today I keep looking at Elle and I'm like, you're actually, look at her little face. Like she's so fucking cute. I don't actually know what breed she is because like Evan, she's like pretty much a rescue. Like she's not from a shelter or anything, but like someone didn't want her and Evan took her. Imagine not wanting her. Like she's so cute and like fluffy and tiny. But we think she's like a Spitz, which is basically the dog that they bred Pomeranians from. How do you deal with fights while living with your boyfriend? Finding it very tough. So I moved in with Evan 2 months before lockdown. First time both of us have lived with someone, so that was fun. And he obviously like pretty much lost his job. Like, well, not lost his job, he's self-employed, but like no one was booking a fucking photo shoot during COVID. So there was 3 really big stresses on our relationship. And Evan said that's why he proposed to me at the end of the year, because he was like, oh, we could make it through that. So that was nice. Fighting with your fella is very difficult to navigate. I think you have to have some humility and you have to like choose your battles. Obviously sometimes you can fuck up, or not fuck up, but like obviously sometimes you can't bite your tongue. But you also have to like just try and be forgiving. And a big thing that I'm learning at the moment is, and it's like something that like I'm working on in therapy, is basically like not pushing for resolve, like something like allowing Evan to like have space after a fight is something that I struggle with. I'm like, let's make up now, like quick. Something that always helps me when it comes to like relationship fights is like, are you fighting about your relationship or are you fighting about like meaningless shit? Like, I do find that different, you know what I mean? And like, I think it's like, are you fighting about like the housework or like someone working too much or like not having gone out, like little things like that? Or are you like having like fights in your relationship where you're like, you don't listen to me, or like whatever, you know what I mean, like sex or whatever. Like, I mean, there's a million things you could fight about, and it's not to say that that means that you have to break up, but it's like, if what you're fighting about is like small shit, like you can at least be like, okay, well at least we're not, you know, having these huge relationship fights. And if you are having huge relationship fights, like people get over that shit all the time. I know it can be hard a lot of the time to get like a man into like relationship counseling, so like don't push for that if they don't want to do it, but even reading some books for yourself can help you, I think. And my therapist said use the word I when confronting someone about something. Like, instead of being like, you didn't do the dishes and you blah blah blah, like blah, 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 like naggy pointing fingers. Like, he's like, if you use the word I, like you're taking ownership of the feeling. And if you can be like, I feel really undervalued when like you come home and eat dinner and don't clean up after yourself, that makes them be like, oh, okay, you feel bad. So I always thought that was a good tip. Can you see yourself moving outside of Ireland again? Probably not, no. Like, I would love to live somewhere for like a couple of months. Like, I'd love to go to like, I kind of wish, like if there was another lockdown, I'd love to like fuck off to like Bali or somewhere, you know what I mean? For like the month or two, and just like not be in Ireland for that. But I don't think I'm going to settle down anywhere else. Like, I'm pretty happy with like where I've gone and where I've lived and like the experiences I've had, and I love traveling. Like, I really do love like going and seeing different places, and Evan does as well, which is great. That's like, you know, some people buy like bags and like shit. Like, I buy some shit, but like some, you know, people spend like thousands on some stuff, and I just like can never like I don't mean to sound like I don't mean to be bragging, but like I could afford, like I could have the money to go in and buy like a Prada bag or whatever, anything like that. Not all of them, but like I could, but I don't. Like, I just could never, like I could just never see myself going into Chanel and dropping $5,000 a bag. Like like all my mind goes to is like, imagine the holiday I could have for $5,000. Like, are you serious? Like, I could go and live in fucking Thailand for a month in like a luxury villa, be in the sun, be eating unbelievable food, like making incredible memories, like seeing a part of the world that like that to me is just like so much better than like a fucking bag. Like, I use tote bags. Like, I have no, like, I wish I had that thing where I like bags, because like I just don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I like my bits, don't get me wrong. I have some designer bags that are vintage, but like spending like $5,000 a bag, like honestly, I just think unless you're Kim Kardashian, you shouldn't be doing it. I think that we are sold this idea, this is nothing to do with the question, but like I think we're like sold this idea that like just because you can make $5,000 means that you can afford a Chanel bag. And I'm like, no, because like Chanel to like someone like Kim Kardashian, or like I'm just using her as an example because she's rich, like Chanel or like Hermes to them, like what's like relative to their wealth is like going to Topshop and buying like a pair of jeans. You know what I mean? It's like 60 quid for them. For us, it's like I've saved up, and like people buying like Birkins and shit. I'm just like I mean, do you, I guess. And like I get it that some people, and I, you know, Birkins and Chanel bags, I guess like you can sell them on, but are you selling them? So anyway, would I see, I wouldn't live anywhere else at the moment, I don't think. Do you ever wish you went solo earlier on? Disclaimer, I appreciate that things happen at the right time, and I don't want to sound ignorant. You don't sound ignorant, that's fine. No, because like I think everything that happened like set me to the place where I am now, and I know that's a really annoying answer and like stereotypical, but I do think it's true. Like I don't think I ever would have had the confidence to go out my own. Just like when people said like, oh, do you wish you quit your job earlier and started the other podcast and went full-time with that earlier? It's like I literally didn't have the confidence or the motivation to. Like my motivation was in my job. Like I said it earlier on, like when I'm in something, I'm in it, you know what I mean? And when I had my job, I was like, this is my job, and my podcast is like my hobby or like my side kind of thing. But then when I got made redundant, I was like, oh, okay, now I can move on. And I'm kind of like that. Like I don't know, I probably maybe it's like a risk thing. Like maybe I'm not like much of a risk taker. I am in some places, but maybe when it comes to like financial or like careers, I'm not. So because if it's working, it's working, you know. So no, I don't wish I went solo earlier, but I'm glad I went solo, and I'm glad I did what I did. We arrived at the wedding. I changed my dress. I ordered a different dress than the one I tried on the other week. This one is like cheaper looking, but it fits better. What do you think of?
Your dress?
Yeah.
You look like a mask.
Oh shit. Let's see. My security guard's here. Always need to have security.
We apologize for the delay.
Oh guys, I have a colossal amount of shit to do today. Yeah, honestly too much shit to do today, but it's no one's fault but my own. I have to record a podcast, I have to edit a podcast. I think I'm going to actually do that on the plane tomorrow. But I also have like the house to clean. Jack is coming over because Jack's house sitting L. So I have to talk Jack through the house, give him keys, clean the house, pack my bag, pack Evan's bag. Evan has 2 jobs today, so he's probably not going to be home till like 6, I'd say. So I want to try to get like most of our shit packed. We have to be in the airport for 3 a.m. So I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight. I don't know, but yeah, I think it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'm actually going to, so I'll let you know how the vlogs are going to work. So I'm going to vlog the whole trip. Like I'm going to start vlogging from tomorrow. Because I think it'll be like, why am I sitting like this? But I don't know if I'm going to be able to like upload when I'm over there. Like I might get one vlog up when we're over there. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to upload when I'm over there, because we are in Cancun for, I think, until the morning of the 29th. Yeah, and then we go to this island on the 29th, and like it says on the thing, it's like we don't have good internet. There's not good internet here. Like there's probably enough for like Instagram, but like I don't think I'll be uploading video files. That takes long even in my internet. So I'm gonna vlog the whole trip, but you might just get 2 vlogs. Like hello. It's like she knows I'm going away, I swear to God. It's okay, Jack's gonna come and mind you. Yeah, so I won't be uploading videos, but what I'm gonna do is we're back on the 7th. So I might get one up like 2 over the weekend or something like that. Cause fuck it, YOLO. But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be nice to have somewhere else but like literal Malahide in my vlogs. But then we're going right back to just being in Malahide, okay? Anyway, I have to fucking get this shit going. I have to get my shit in order. I have to be so organized today. Fucking woman's work is never done, eh? Oh my god, guys, it's chaos today. Broken nail. Well, this is it fixed now. Fucking Castle nails in Malahide, telling you, they are deadly. They always fit me in. I went in being like, ah, the fucking nails, I'm going away tomorrow. She's like, no problem, got me in. Sorted that, but that was like, you know, by the time I got in, it was fucking packed in there. By the time I got like sorted, it's probably about 45 minutes or so because, you know, no fault to them. I came in last minute. Anyway, I have so much editing to do, so much work to do, but I'm actually getting through it at an okay pace. I can't believe it. I scrubbed the gaff is spotless, so that's perfect. Like, honestly, priority for me. Like, I did not want Jack coming in here and the gaff being in bits. How embarrassing. So, edit at least one episode, finish it, upload it, schedule it. I think I'm going to get both of them done today. I actually think I'm going to get both of them done, which is great. I'm going to show you how I've decided to pack this time because I'm just dying to, for once, not be overpacked. I always overpack. Always just have way too much fucking shit in my bag. Like, so this time I just separated it in a way that I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Oh, did you see that? Fucking mixing and exporting an episode. That is... How are you focused, bitch? That is just, dare I say, music to my ears? No, it's not music, but podcast to my ears. That's only one episode, but we should be okay. This is what I'm working with now. Organized mess. The diorite? I'm screaming. Are you even Irish if you don't like pack? Like, in my mind, I'm like, we'll either use this for its stated purpose or just from being hungover to fuck. I need to pack this. Okay, here is my organized mess. It's not even all of it, like actually not even all of it, but we have a bit of a system. This time I'm refusing to overpack. I'm simply refusing. I can't stand it. I do it every single time and I'm left like carrying this I still have a massive suitcase, but the weight, I don't need the full weight. Like, fuck that shit. Anyway, here's what we're doing, okay? So I've got them, I have them in little piles. This is my new system. I'm loving this system. Let's look through it. Okay, pile one, shirts. Shirts are handy for holidays because it's like a light layer to throw on top. You can wear these down to the pool. You can wear them over your bikinis. This is a Ralph Lauren one from Reverie. This is a new one I bought from that Insta brand, SLA, the label. My voice going. It's a really nice like white linen-y shirt. I think it is linen. My diorite, absolute necessity. Okay, so now I have a bag of dressy dresses. I need some dressy dresses because there is a wedding. I'm not going to be going to the wedding part, but I will be going to the afters. A little bit dressier the first few days, I think. So I have that dress that I bought for the original wedding. I'm going to bring that. I'm going to have the other dress. I just have to print that in. I showed you this cherry one. I've got my rat and boa dresses in there. Always. I get so much fucking wear out of them. And I think I have one or two others. They're my dressy dresses. So they are in this dust bag. They're all silk and none of them need to be ironed. So that is my low-key, low fucking maintenance vibe. That's, I keep saying vibe, but do you know what I mean? Now I have casual dresses. So I have 1, 2, 3. The one I showed you that one that I got the other week. This one is one that I got from Past Trash on Depop. It's a vintage like 90s dress. This is the one I talked about. I referenced it in my haul video. I wore it all the time in Ibiza. It's so handy for the beach. It's so handy for like, it's a real like quick drying material, you know. This one I've never worn. Didn't realize I had it. And it is like really sheer. I won't be wearing, it's like a baby doll kind of sheer lingerie, like you can see me through it dress. But again, perfect for like beach bars, perfect for wearing over like a bikini. It can get wet, it'll dry out really quick. 3 of them, that's all you need. And then I have, we'll do them in a second. Then I have casual tops, okay? Again, I've sectioned them all out. This makes so much more sense. White tank top, black boob tube, black tank top,
2 colored tank tops. That's all you need. Then I have some like other kind of tops. So this is like, again, SLA the label, very Sophie Murray of me, who I think hates me. Well, I saw this on her and I was like, that was fucking stunning. It's like a wrap kind of boob top. This is a Zara top that I bought a while ago. It's like a, again, it wraps around the boobs, do you know what I mean? I'm gonna have my Jack Mus hat as well, but a cap, white bucket hat. Look, I can show you what this is like on now. It is a little small. I told you, fat head, but it's cute. Then I have casual bottoms, okay? So I have 1 pair of Levi's, right? Bring 1 pair of Levi's just because they're handy to bring. I know I slandered them in my last video and they will annoy me when I'm away, but I don't want to need them, and they roll up really small, so it's grand. These are my pants, which I tried on, and they're stunning. These pants, these my Topshop linen pants, they fit like a fucking dream. This is just key if you've got an arse and a small waist, that elasticated back. And I have this little thing, which is SLA the label. I bought it in a size small. I should have bought the medium, but it took fucking ages to come. It's like a beach cover up skirt, but I think I could also wear this as a skirt in that second place. Again, way more casual. I think that'll be really nice. It's like a silky kind of skirt. I wish I got the medium though, because like, why didn't I? Because it's a tie, and it's not that it's too small, it's just that this actually isn't supposed to close over. It's meant to be kind of open when it's around you like that, but like, I think I could have got away with that as a skirt if I got a medium. This is a bag of bikinis because this is all I plan on wearing. I'm bringing 2 more things. I'll show you them, hang on. And the last 2 things I'm going to bring, well, these aim to be the last 2 things I bring. These are old original American Apparel, and I will never ever sell them. I will never get rid of them. I'm obsessed with these. And anyone who knew me in New York knows how much I fucking wore these to. I still have them 7 years later, okay? That is why I love old American Apparel. These are cotton t-shirt material play suits. T-shirt play suits. These are the most fucking comfortable thing ever. They can literally look dressy. Like, you can dress this black and the white one up. I've worn them dressy loads of times. They can look so chic. But they can also just be like beachwear, like thrown over your bikini, like really handy. I've got 1 in black, 1 in white. I lied, I forgot to talk about shoes. So shoe number one I'm gonna bring are these sandals. My friend Yulia turned me onto them. These are from the brand Camper, like literally like camping shoes, and they're so cute. Small little heel, ankle strap as well, just your basic 2-strap shoe. You could literally work out in these. Yulia said that to me. She's like, I could work out in my pair, and I was like, I need them. I'll also bring like a pair of slides. I've got 2 pairs of slides. These as well. These are from Discount Universe, a little bit dressier, and these are just Adidas, I think. So I'll bring 2 pairs of them, and then I'll bring a pair. I'll probably bring a pair of heels, just maybe those pink ones, and then I'll bring a pair of runners. I might bring these Nike Cortez, or I'll bring a pair of New Balance that I have. But what I'll do is I'll wear whatever runners, like whatever trainers I'm gonna bring, I'm gonna wear them on the plane. So that'll be an easy choice. Okay, I actually have to pack this bag now. I have to pack Evan's bag, like fuck my life.